Hi, everybody. I know I haven't been here lately, and I've been struggling this week. So I want to thank you for anybody who is still around who ends up seeing this. So this one's going to be a little raw. The other one was pretty raw. I'm finding myself in a situation where, because of a mix-up with the pharmacy computer system, this is the short version if you haven't watched the other one. I honestly don't know if they're watchable because my functionality has been very much impacted. So, as some of you who know me might know, I've been in a burnout and had to take a leave of absence from my job. In my particular, I'm neurodivergent, I have ADHD, probably autistic as well. I do have some sensory differences. I'm just overwhelmed because I'm in a situation where I have to build everything in my life from scratch. I feel like I've been at ground zero from my burnout. I have a health condition that comes out when my immune system's suppressed. And it suppresses my immune system. So it's like a situation that feeds on itself. And because I ended up, unfortunately, having a mental health medication that I've been taking for probably 15 years, a decade and a half, suddenly removed for a period of time, and it wasn't safe to just start taking again, and I wasn't able to get in touch with my prescriber yet. I'm navigating waters. Like, I'm using symbolism, I guess. I'm not going to make a lot of sense because I'm impaired in a way. I'm tired. And I'm frustrated because my health, my mental functionality of being able to think straight, my energy, normally you could just do something. I can't do jack. I can't do jack, man. Oh my god. I have spent the last 2 months relearning how to eat the right way. I use Gemini as a accommodation with caution. I'm a former nursing student. I feel like I do have to repeat some of little basic things because a lot of times the people who watch my videos, a majority will be people who have not seen me before. So I'll try to, if you find me repeating little things, I'll try to just keep them very, very brief. Because you already know. I have a history of being a former nursing student. I had to stop because my family moved. And then my dad passed away and all this other shit happened and that kind of blew up. I hadn't been able to go back because of a back injury and other things. I have comorbidities of certain mental health struggles that aren't my fault. Some things, I think it's very important for us to, I can't even believe the last couple of years I've started this channel and shared the most embarrassing things. And I've only shared some of them. And now since my immune system's been suppressed and then this health situation's been activated, I'm not in danger. It's just fucking exhausting. My functionality is compromised, so sometimes I can't even think straight to put food on a plate. And I don't have the physical energy or ability to go to the store and get groceries. And I don't ask my fiance because we probably have to go to counseling. Anytime the communication differences, this is not unusual for a neurodivergent person who is struggling and reaching out to family or a significant other to let them know what's happening because they're looking for support or they want to vent. And the neurotypical person looks at it as they're making excuses because they just don't understand. They don't understand why you're sharing things with them. Or they're tired of hearing it because they're overwhelmed with their stuff, which is valid. But the thing that is making you disabled, if you are ill, if you have a chronic illness and neurodivergence, and then suddenly without a medication you've been on for 15 years that your brain has acclimated itself to and created pathways, and now it's totally removed. It's so weird. And the medication, the medical system I have access to, my prescriber and doctors, is not the one I used to have years ago where I could just pick up the phone and call. So the supplements that I used to be able to take, I can't take anymore because of prescriptions I take now. So when I was in this health situation in the past, I'm not in danger. It's just keeping me in this place of not being able to fix it. And I don't want people to do it for me. But I don't have accommodations for this. I just want to get better. So I hope this doesn't make you guys, I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad. I'm not looking for help. I'm not looking for pity. It's just the people that I talk to on here that understand, they go through these things too. And I'm not trying to, if you're in a similar place, I don't want to stress you out. So don't worry. I don't know what I'm doing. But I do miss you guys, and I am struggling. It's really funny, the little short 7-minute video where I was like all made up, I was feeling exactly or pretty close to how I feel now. But you wouldn't be able to tell that, would you? I'm tired of feeling dependent on other people. I'm tired of not having access to the things that could help me to get better. And I'm tired of having a health condition that, maybe someday I will share it with you. That is not something, it is something I know I have. It is something I was diagnosed with. But for the people that it does affect in this way, it's not something that shows up on tests. So one of the things that you have to do is, if you learn you're one of these people it affects in this way, you just have to be aware of it. And there's certain foods you can eat. I'm doing all the things that were what helped me to manage it and suppress this health condition in the past. And it's not working. And it's not working because of me being in burnout. And what does burnout mean? Well, in a neurodivergent sense, if it's severe enough, your body's been in fight or flight for so long that your nervous system has damage to it in your body. So you might wonder, why is it taking me months and I'm not better? You have damage. Your nervous system has physical damage and your body is trying to heal it. I'm finally starting to gain weight. I still feel like garbage. Oh my God. I can't do content. I know that I'm putting this out there I just know that it really helped me talking to some of you guys who have similar struggles, so I don't feel so alone. I don't want anyone to do it for me. All the things I depended on in the past are not available to me now. The tools that I had to stop the medical situation with my immune system condition, the tea that I used before I can't have now because of medication I take. The supplement that used to be prescribed to me, well, it's not, you get it over the counter. It's a complex supplement. It has a bunch of different things in it. And it was prescribed by a doctor. And I've been using it my whole freaking life. And when I get in this situation, I can go buy some and take it a certain way. So many a day for, and it will work. I can't take it. I can't fucking take it. It builds your immune system up. There's like licorice and stuff. And licorice is your, you have to worry about licorice. All this confusion. And I do want to do videos on different herbs and stuff, because I think it could be very, very helpful to teach some of you guys some of these skills, so that when you go to the pharmacy and you see herbs and supplements, you know how to find out if they're safe for you, because they're not always safe for you. So my supplement is that I relied on for decades, I can't have. So now I'm in this situation where I don't have the tools. And there is no medication. There is no medication for this. It's just something I have to live with. There's nothing. It's not severe like lupus. I have a family member who has that. So I used to use this tea called Essiac tea. Essiac. And that has a really interesting story. And we can talk about it soon. There's a shit ton of controversy with it. And it's not necessarily safe. I did my due diligence when I was young, which is kind of cool because it was way before I ever took nursing. I was like, God dang it. There's all these people who say, oh, it does nothing. Don't get your hopes up, because it was mostly people with cancer were using it. Right? And then you have people who, the medical establishment is right to caution people from taking herbs that may not be safe for you. They're not wrong. And then it's a very interesting, I think I'm going to do some videos on that. It's very, very interesting. There was this woman, Nurse Casey, which it's her name spelled backwards for Essiac, but it's like, and if anybody who sees this are Native American and know about these particular herbs, I would love to learn more about it. And if there's anything I'm getting wrong, let me know, because my knowledge is limited. And I always want to tell everybody, I'm not a doctor. Always talk to your doctor, because herbs are medicine. That's where pharmaceutical drugs come from. They've just learned how to synthesize them in a lab so that they can be specific doses to be more reliable. But believe it or not, spices in your cabinet can be powerful medicine. Will this work as good as my Essiac tea did? Because that shit was a miracle for me. It was a fucking miracle. I was sick for entire winters, stuck in bed. I didn't understand why, and nobody had answers for me. And that's the only thing that worked. And it worked within 1 to 2 weeks. It was fucking awesome. And I cannot use it. And I have some. And I'm sad. And I'm mad, because it took me so long on my own, as somebody who didn't have any nursing background, to find a solution, because the doctors did all the tests. They did all of that. Sorry. They didn't have anything to tell me that I could do. Well, I had to learn it by myself. As somebody who didn't have any kind of medical knowledge, I had to train myself how to understand these things. Nobody should have to do that if you're struggling. But anyway, I made this tea. I'm really excited about it. And it doesn't taste bad if you only strain it for like 5 to 10 minutes. You can strain it longer, but it will taste bad. So if you guys want to talk about herbal medicine, that would be very cool. My knowledge is limited. I'm not certified. I only know some things that I tried. I'd only be starting a conversation with you, and we could all discuss what we think. And you can have whatever opinions you want, as long as nobody's being, you know, I don't want to say paranoid because that's a judgment, but, I don't want to shit all over the pharmaceutical industry. I don't want to shit all over Western medicine. There are limitations for all of it, but there's a place for this. And yes, you do have to talk to your doctor. It sucks. But you do. And I hope this helps me. I love you guys. I know I've never met you guys. There's some of you that I've talked semi-regularly. You know who you are. So Ego Shredder, Hawkon, this thing's about to shut me off. I run out of room on my phone. Celtic Phoenix. I'm not functional. I'm in a phase, this is going to cut me off. I'm in a phase of my medication being without it. I'm